my name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. This is a review of Downtime. Downtime is the sequel to Web of Fear, the Great Intelligence Yeti story, Web of Fear, starring Nicholas Courtney, reprising his role as Brigadier Leffler Stewart, Deborah Watling as Victoria Waterfield, Elizabeth Slade, and everyone's in it. Jack Watling's in it, Jeffrey Beavers, Kate Leffler Stewart's in it before she was in UNIT in the Stephen Moffat years, and I was really psyched to watch this. I was really very excited to watch this because I just got the Blu-ray of Web of Fear. Freaking loved it. I mean, the animated episode was unwatchable. It was just unwatchably bad. Freaking love that story. So I really wanted to revisit this. Also, I remember really liking it. It was made in the 90s. It was an independent production. It was like direct to video. And I remember it being quite good, right? So I was really, really looking forward to watching it. The memory cheats a bit. So I think I can give you a pretty good guide on how to watch this and possibly enjoy it, right? Possibly enjoy it. That's my goal here in this video. Before we get into it, can you hit the like button? That would be very, very nice. I do like to be liked. Being liked is a good thing. Can you hit the like button? Can you hit the share button? Can you mostly hit the subscribe button? Though that would be fan-dabby, double-dozy. YouTube are not fans of you subscribing to me. So, you know, if you're like me and like to fight the power, hit the subscribe button. That would be great. If you are subscribed, please make sure you're still subscribed. That'd be absolutely lovely. And you want to be super nice, go check out my Indiegogo. That's going to be. Yeah, I normally have to wind it up to the top of the screen, but I love this. This is the poster you get with it. Here, I'll wind it to the top. It's 2 awesome graphic novels. This is being printed this week, so like you don't have much time. Okay, you got 2 awesome graphic novels. You got The Imperium, a love letter to Telefantasy 1960s. There is a bit of a Web of Fear connection to it. You basically got James Bond, Doctor Who, Emmett Peel, a Black Slab from 2001, and a monkey in a spacesuit. But yeah, there is. I remember now. There is a line that obliquely references because it's all set in the 60s. A bit of Prisoner, a bit of Thunderbirds. Great backup strip with Dominic Ratchet. No, Dominic Ratchet does the main strip. Stefano Carselli does the backup. I wrote the whole thing because I like to write stuff. That's it. 120 pages long. Then you got biblical Bible stories. So Aethys Gracious, Rashless and Rogues. It's this is 240 pages long. I wrote and drew this one. It's a bit of a labor of love. Very, very biblically accurate, but I hope not preachy. That's really my goal, not to be preachy. If you get both, you get all these extras. You get this poster, Noble Savages, the lovely Leela, as I said, and Wreck-Our World from 1 Million Years BC, K9 and the Time Machine. For the male gaze cards, based on my 12-year-old masturbatory fantasies, still work pretty good today. And then I'm giving you guys another poster, because you know why? Because you guys are great. the campaign did well. I'm really, really grateful. So there's this one, the Bohemian in Time and Space, and we got The Eyes Have It. Oh, I love this one. And Great Balls of Fire. It's so go check it out now in the video. This will be offline by next week, I reckon. And look, there's some great extras in as well, like you get hand-drawn cards and stuff. No, doesn't matter. Okay, just go check it out. Thank you very much. Fine. Let's talk about Downtime. So let's talk about firstly where it came from. This came out in 95. So Doctor had been off the air for 6 years. So in 91, you started seeing these independent Doctor Who style like productions. The first one was The Stranger, starring Colin Baker and Nicola Bryant, essentially as the Doctor in a tramp's coat, and Nicola Bryant as an English person. Okay, but other than that, it was essentially Doctor Who. It wasn't bad. Again, I say it wasn't bad. I haven't seen it in 20 years. I haven't seen this in 20 years. I'm kind of scared to go back and revisit this because the production values make this unwatchable. Really make it unwatchably bad. Imagine a Doctor Who episode made by like a 90s corporate video, which is essentially what this is. So I started watching this on my big screen TV, and I had to stop a few times. Couldn't really get through it. Eventually I worked out, you know what? If I watch it on my phone, it works a lot better. And that is true. If you watch it on your phone, it does work a lot better. Because the production, the awful production values aren't so blown up and in your face as like when it was made. It wasn't made to go on a 60-inch screen, right? It really wasn't. It does much better on like whatever that size is, right? It does a lot better on that. So the basic story of it is starts off Victoria. I think there's a pre-title sequence set in the 70s where Victoria she was living with the people from Fury of the Deep, I think, and she went to find. She basically kept being called to Det Sen. She believes her father's calling her, but it was really the great intelligence that had taken over Professor Watling. I think no, Jack Watling, Professor Travers. So that bit was quite good, right? Right now, I'm like, okay, and you get these really good titles, good music at the titles. But then you get to the main setting, which is a creepy university, and here's one of the problems. The university is full of people who are all been taken over by and are like mindless drones, and they wear like these green sweaters, these green and yellow hats. And they don't look intimidating in the slightest. Right? They don't. There's not intimidating at all. It's aged really badly as well because the idea is the great intelligence is using the World Wide Web, as its new web of fear, which is not a bad idea. It was actually done better in Millennial Rights by, I think it was like Craig Hinton. It's one of the Missing Adventures books from Virgin. If you can find it, you can probably find a PDF of it online. So you got this creepy organization, this creepy university, which is headed by Victoria Waterville. So this is like 15 years after the pre-title sequence. And it's clear that the Great Intelligence is using this as a new way to stage coming back into reality. At the same time, the Brigadier's having these weird dreams of he's on a beach. There's a cute line about it being chroma. You keep seeing a Yeti occasionally. Then you also introduced to Kate Lethbridge Stewart. Years and years before we saw her in the Stephen Moffat years, played by a different actor. Who plays her? Played by I'm going through the cast list right now. Beverly Cressman. Never heard of her. never. She's living on a houseboat, I think. And is being stalked by the Chili's, the people from the evil university. And finally, you got Daniel Hinton. Daniel Hinton is an ex-pupil of the Brigadier from when he was teaching in whatever the name of the school was. He's been trying to infiltrate this creepy university, New World University, I think, to find out what's going on. So, and the annoying thing is, beneath all the like really, really poor production values and poor editing and some really bad acting, there's some really like standout bad acting comes from who is this guy? Peter Silverleaf. Peter Silverleaf plays Crystal Life, the marketing manager at New World University. He's a pawn of the Great Intelligence. He's just awful. I mean, like he's just like. One of the worst acting jobs I've ever seen. It's just, and I'm sorry, Peter. I have no idea how he ended up there. Not very good at all, right? Not very good at all. So you got this kid Hinton. He's trying to hack into the university, and he gets chased away, and he jumps off a bridge or something, and then he's supposed to float down and is discovered by a homeless person played by Jeffrey Beavers, ex-military, and essentially him, the Brigadier, and Kate Lethbridge, they all kind of meet up. Sarah Jane is investigating New World University as well, and they want to work. They're trying to work out what's going on. There's a really good action sequence, but that's about it. So you got the Yeti control spheres going everywhere, going everywhere, and sadly the Yeti costumes really unimpressive and unscary, right? Just the way they're shot, everything about it is just not very scary at all. Oh, I forgot, there's also John Leeson in it, playing a DJ who's working with Daniel Hinton to try and get into what's going on in New World University. So basically, the Great Intelligence starts to take over people and turn them into Yetis. There's again quite a good action sequence when the unit turns up and fights Yetis, and they get their ass kicked. And there's lots of like Yeti web action. But this last, it's like if you watch what's the word, Rogue One. Rogue One is kind of mediocre, except for that one scene with Darth Vader where he's like kicking ass, right? That's awesome. So it's kind of same with this, except it's not awesome. It's just at a much lower level. So you have this big denouement at the end where I can't even remember what's going on, but basically the good guys win. The good guys win. Victoria Waterfield vanishes. There's quite a good scene where Jeffrey Beaver's homeless person comes and rescues a brigadier, and he assumes he's a doctor. Miles Richardson is very good in it as well. He plays Brigadier Douglas Cavendish, the 90s unit, who has also been completely infiltrated by the great intelligence, and they're all like genuinely quite creepy. James Bree is in it as the Lama of the Detsen Monastery, and that's basically it. It's just sadly unwatchably bad, right? Unwatchably bad. I'm kind of intrigued to go back and watch Shakedown. Now, Shakedown came out a year before this, featuring the Sontarans. I really liked that. I think that is, other than the special effects, could really stand up today. But I thought that about this as well, right? I thought about this as well, and it just doesn't. It's really shockingly bad. I would say, if you want to see the third attempt of the Great Intelligence to take over the world, check out, again, go try and find, I think it's Craig Hinton's Millennial Rights, which is a Sixth Doctor and Mel story, and I really like that one. But again, I read that about the same time as this, so who knows? I don't know what to say. Is it what I really wouldn't recommend buying this at all. Is it worth your time? Is it worth your money? If it's free, it's a curio. I will put it on to see if you can get through it. If you already have it, go back and check it out, right? Go back and check it out, because it really, I can't believe how hard it was to watch, right? Again, with all that acting talent, with all that great writing talent, it's written by Mark Platt, directed by Christopher Barrett. It just kind of falls flat on its face, right? Flat on its face. So yeah, I think the next one I'm going to try and watch is Shakedown, and if I get through that, I'm going to try and look at the Alton trilogy, which was the first two by Nick Briggs, and then the third one they had a falling out, and somebody else finished it off. That was the first time we really saw CGI in the Doctor Who universe. Yeah, so sadly, a bit of a miss. Yeah, a bit of a fun wandered down yesterday, but for me, somewhat of a miss. So I don't know what to tell you. I would love to recommend it, but cannot. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.